Hello, welcome to this video. I'm Previous the tutor. In this video, we'll be looking at functions. We'll look at 5 questions from 5 different papers. So the first question says, a function f is defined by, we have this is the definition of a function, saying find the inverse of the function. Whenever you see this, it means the inverse of the function. Now, how do you find the inverse of a function? To find the inverse of a function, you need to introduce y here. So I'm going to have y is equal to 2x minus 5. We are only making x the subject of the formula. So what you do there is anything that doesn't have x, you group them together. So this is y. This one will go the other side, becomes positive 5 to give me 2x. I need to leave x alone. Okay. Now cancel. So x is equal to y plus 5 over 2. I've made x the subject of the formula in terms of y. Therefore, an inverse of f of x is equal to, where there's y, and now replacing x. Put x plus 5 over 2. And that is how you find the inverse of a function. B says find f of f. This is f of f inverse of 2. Now what this means is that in the odd function here, where there's x, you put that inverse. So we have 2x minus 5 as f. Now listen clearly, this is f, is what I've written here. Now in this same f, where there's x, I need to put the inverse of this. So where there's x, I'll put this inverse which I found here. So I'll say 2, open brackets, x plus 5 by 2 minus 5. I have just replaced x with the inverse of the same function. Then I know that this and this can cancel each other. Then I'll remain with it, x plus 5 minus 5. This will give me x. Now they have put 2 in brackets. This means again, where there's x, you now put 2. Therefore, f of f inverse of 2 is equal to, where there's x now, just put 2. It's just equal to 2. C, the value of x if f of x is equal to x. Now f of f is this, if you remember proper. Sorry, this is f of inverse. Now we need to find the f of f. F of x means in this function, while there's x, I repeat the same and put in f. So I'll say 2. I'll get another f, I'll put inside. Only where there's x. Okay, I've replaced this x with the same another function of f. I'll now multiply this to give me 4x plus 10, sorry, minus 10 minus 5. This will give me 4x minus 15. Now they have put x there. Now they're saying it's equal to x. So this is equal to x. Okay, now solve for x. So this is 4x minus x equal to 15. This will give us 3x equal to 15 over 3 over 3. So x will be equal to 5. Now another question. You have f and g. F is this, g is that. How do we find those functions? So on A we are finding the inverse of f. Now whenever you are finding the inverse, you introduce y to that function. We're going to have 2x minus 3. So we are making x the subject of the formula. So anything that doesn't have x, you leave it alone. You group them, sorry. So I'll divide by 2. I'm making x the subject of the formula. So x will be equal to y plus 3. Therefore, the inverse of f is now where? Sorry, over 2. While there's y, I now put x plus 3 over 2. Done. Then B says, find g of f of x. What this means that in the function of g, which is 3x, while there's x, you put the function of f. So say 3, while there's x, I'll put this function f 2x minus 3. That's all. Then I'll expand, give me 6x minus 3. That's all. C, find g of f of 2. Now, g of f of 2 is, you've seen here, g of f and g of f, they're the same. There's x here, that's why I have x here. Now, if I put 2 here, that means where there's x, I'll put 2. So I'll say 6, 2, 9. So give me 12 minus 9, and they should be able to give me 3. That's all. This other question is similar to the one we are from doing. To find the inverse of this, we introduce y, and so this is 2x plus 1. Anything that doesn't have x, you group them together, then you divide. Sorry, it's supposed to be y minus 1 there. Then we are going to have x equal to y minus 1 over 2. Therefore, inverse, where there's y, I now put x minus 1 over 2. Then B says f of g of x. Like I've always been saying, you always start with f. In the function of f, where there's x, you put g. F is this. Where there's x here, we just put this function. So set 2, open brackets, 3x minus 5 over 2. Then I will maintain that. Remember there's minus 1 there. Then these 2 and these 2 can go because those are dividing each other. I'll remain with 3x minus 5 minus 1. This will give me 3x, negative 5 minus 1, get negative 6. And this is the answer. Then C, f of g of 4. What this means that, remember you've already found f of g is this. Now where there's x, I'll just put 4. 3x minus 6. This is 3. 4 minus 6. This will be 12 minus 6. And my answer will be 6. Next. It's also similar, but say not quite. A we are finding the inverse. So y is equal to 2x minus 5. So we are leaving anything that has got x alone, like this. Then we divide, have x equal to y plus 5 by 2. Therefore, the inverse of f of x is equal to, where there's y, we now put x plus 5 over 2, and you are done. It's actually very simple. Here we are finding the inverse of negative 10. Now, what does it mean? Remember, I've already found inverse of f, right? Or what I need is, where there's x now, I just put negative 10. This is what it means. I know I have something like this as the inverse of f. So if I put negative 10 here where there's x, I'm going to have negative 10 plus 5 over 2. And this will give me negative 5 over 2. And this will give me negative 2, negative 1 over 2. C says g of f of 3. What this means that since I don't know what g of f is, I need first to find g of f. Once I find g of f, now where there's x, I put 3. Now this means in the function of g, which is x plus 3, where there's x, I put f. So here where there's x, I'll just say this, I put f plus 3 here. So this would be 2x minus 5 plus 3. This would be 2x minus 2. Now f of g, sorry, not f of g, g of f of 3, this means where there's x, I now put 3. So give me 6 minus 2. This will give me what? 4, and you're done. The last one. You've got f and g. To find the inverse, we know what to do. We introduce y on f. So here just doing this, because we don't have anything to shift. So x will be equal to y over 8. Therefore, the inverse of f, where there's y, now put x, becomes this. B says an expression for f of g of x. So we are finding f of g in short. Whether they say an expression or what you're finding is f of g. Now f is this, right? X. That means in this function, where there's x, I'll put g. So I'll say f8 there. I'll replace this over 4. I know that 4 can go into 4 can go into 8 2 times. I'm going to have 3x minus 2. And this will give me 6x minus 4 as my final answer. And now they're saying find the value of x for which f of g of x is equal to 20. Now they're saying the same thing that you found here is equal to 20. Now they're saying f of g of x equal to 20. So, but I've already found f of g of x is 6x minus 4 equal to 20. I know what to do in this case. I'll just collect the like terms. This is 20 plus 4. 6x equal to 24 over 6 over 6, and my x will be equal to 4. So be quick, make sure you are adding and subtracting properly. The shift of signs is correct. I'll see you in the next video. I'm PBS the tutor.